Hi, Jonathan Morton with Echo Calls here. What I want to talk about today is my F4 fishing setup. So how I got my Excel F4 set up for fishing. I've had people Instagram message me, Facebook message me, and just kind of ask me, what kind of pole is that back there? What kind of live scope setup do you have? What kind of trolling motor do you run? Do I need a 36 volt or a 24 volt, or can I use a 12 volt? Anyway, I'm gonna go in depth on my fishing setup. Well, I went on a evening fishing trip. I was gonna go teal scouting, but since I can't hunt in the morning, I was like, I don't wanna go find no teal, because then if I find teal, I wanna go and I just can't go tomorrow morning. So anyway, I decided to go fishing. And what do you know? There's teal flying around out here where I'm fishing at. So I've had people ask me what kind of fishing setup I have on this Excel F4 as far as trolling motor, graphs. Anyway, I have a Minn Kota Tarova 55-pound 12 volt with my Tarova. Got spot lock on it, very nice. In my graph, I have a 12-inch Garmin touchscreen with live scope and side scan, down scan, all that with maps up on the front deck, and I had somebody professionally run the wiring and mount that thing for me.
So I forgot to mention, I have a small lithium battery underneath the front deck that runs my live scope only.
And then on my pole that I have because I like to crappie fish a lot, so I got mine mainly for that. It's on a Sea Light fish pole, sea fish pole, I believe what it's called. But it works great. You can fold it in, fold it out. And I got all this stuff set up on this boat so I can quickly take it off and get out there to be duck hunting. So everything has basically a quick detachment mount. Even my graph, it's on just a big ram mount that I take off. I leave the ball on the front deck. I don't take it off. It is kind of a tripping hazard if you're not paying attention, but if you're paying attention, it's not bad at all. And then I just kind of tape the wires up and seal them off and put some electrical grease on the ends of them so nothing gets in there and corrodes or anything crazy happens. And then the mount for the sea fish pole, it just basically screws off, slides out. I unhook the wire, pull it out, put it up for the year. Same thing with my trolling motor, quick detach, unplug it, pull it off, good to go. So the only thing that stays in the boat is the front wiring to the Garmin. It just stays there, hangs loosely, just barely out the front hole that it's in. I could pull it down below the deck, but it's kind of tough to get underneath that front deck with a gas tank there, so I just leave it like it is. And I haven't had a problem yet. But the trolling motor, quick detach, unplug it, comes right off, and it's ready to go duck hunting just that quick. I forgot to mention, I do have a Lowrance 7-inch mounted right here in the T-rail of the boat. And I had a guy fabricate this little piece of aluminum to mount this to. It's kind of flimsy, it bounces around a little bit, but don't hurt it at all, and it works great. And I tell you, it really works great because I put my fishing rods in my tray there, and that right there for sure keeps them in. But anyway, it's got down scan and my charts and all that stuff on it, and I use that when I'm trolling with my motor, kind of looking at things. But that is my fishing setup, and that's real easy to take off as well. Of course, you just loosen those up, unplug it, take it off. Now, I personally wired the stuff to this, and I kind of just ever so often put little bitty short self-tapping metal screws. I did drill the hole prior to putting the screw in, even though they're self-tappers, but I just put them about as far as I could without having to put very many, and I just ran it right over the behind the seat here, right over, taped all that up so it didn't get no friction of any possibility, and I zip tied it to my kick up, and then right over into the water it goes, just like that.